The 2024 U.S. presidential election is more than just a race for the White House. It's a referendum on the direction of the nation. Americans will decide on issues that will shape their lives for years to come. These issues include healthcare, climate change, and the economy. The election will also determine America's place on the world stage. The stakes are incredibly high. The outcome will impact domestic and foreign policy. It will also influence social and economic trends. The 2024 election has the potential to be one of the most consequential in recent history. This election comes at a time of deep political division. The country is grappling with issues like social justice and economic inequality. The political climate is polarized. This makes understanding the candidates and the issues even more crucial. Voters must engage in informed decision-making. This requires understanding the candidates' stances. It also means understanding the potential impact of their policies. Only then can citizens make choices that align with their values and aspirations for the nation.
The 2024 presidential election features a mix of familiar faces and new contenders. Incumbent President Joe Biden is seeking re-election. He faces a potential rematch against former President Donald Trump. Other prominent figures have also thrown their hats into the ring. Joe Biden, the Democratic nominee, is campaigning on his record. He highlights his experience and his efforts to address the COVID-19 pandemic. Biden also emphasizes his commitment to economic recovery and social justice reforms. Donald Trump, the Republican frontrunner, is focusing on his base. He continues to promote his America First agenda. Trump emphasizes issues like immigration, trade, and national security. Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, has emerged as a strong contender on the Republican side. He is known for his conservative policies. DeSantis appeals to voters seeking an alternative to both Biden and Trump. Other notable figures are also vying for the presidency. These include Nikki Haley, a former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. The race is fluid and the outcome remains uncertain.
The 2024 election will be decided on critical issues. These issues resonate deeply with voters. They reflect the challenges and opportunities facing the nation.
The economy is always a top concern. Voters are worried about inflation, jobs, and the cost of living.
Healthcare remains a major issue. Americans are divided on the Affordable Care Act.
Climate change is another pressing concern. Voters are increasingly worried about the environment.
Social justice issues are at the forefront of the national conversation. Voters are demanding action on racial equality, LGBTQ+ rights, and women's rights. National security is always a critical issue in presidential elections. Voters are concerned about terrorism and cybersecurity. Electoral geography plays a crucial role in U.S. presidential elections. It's not just about winning the popular vote, it's about securing enough electoral votes to win the presidency. This is where swing states become crucial. Swing states are often closely contested. They can swing the election in favor of either candidate. Examples include Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. The U.S. is divided into red and blue states. Red states vote Republican, while blue states vote Democratic. However, many states are becoming more competitive. Diverse states reflect the changing demographics of the nation. Candidates must appeal to a broad range of voters. Understanding electoral geography is essential. They must tailor their messages to key states. Section 5. Navigating the information landscape. The 2024 election is taking place in a complex information environment. Voters are bombarded with information from various sources. Media bias is a concern. Different media outlets may present information through their own political lenses. It is important for voters to be aware of potential biases. They should seek out information from a variety of sources. Misinformation is another significant challenge. Voters need to be critical of the information they encounter. They should verify information from credible sources. This will help them make informed decisions about the candidates and the issues. Section 6. The world is watching. Global implications. The 2024 U.S. presidential election is not just an American affair. It has significant implications for the world. The outcome will influence global politics, economics, and security. The United States remains a global superpower. Its foreign policy decisions have far-reaching consequences. The next president will face numerous international challenges. These include climate change, terrorism, and cyber warfare. The election results will impact America's relationships with its allies. They will also shape its approach to its adversaries. The world is watching closely to see how the United States will navigate these complex geopolitical issues. The U.S. economy is deeply interconnected with the global economy. The next president's economic policies will have ripple effects around the world. Trade agreements, investment decisions, and financial regulations will all be influenced by the election outcome. The 2024 election is a reminder that the United States does not exist in a vacuum. Its actions have consequences for the entire world. The next president will need to consider the global implications of their decisions. Section 7. Your vote, your voice, the power of participation. In a democracy, every vote matters. The 2024 U.S. presidential election is an opportunity for citizens to make their voices heard. Voting is a fundamental right and a civic duty. Voter participation is essential for a healthy democracy. When more people vote, the government is more representative of the people's will. It is important for citizens from all walks of life to engage in the electoral process.
There are many ways to participate in the election beyond casting a ballot. Citizens can volunteer for campaigns, donate to candidates they support, and engage in discussions about the issues. Efforts to increase voter turnout are crucial. This includes making it easier for people to register to vote and cast their ballots. It also involves educating voters about the importance of their participation. By exercising their right to vote, Americans can shape the future of their country. Every vote counts and every voice deserves to be heard.
Section 8. Election integrity, safeguarding the vote. Ensuring the integrity of elections is paramount. Voters need to have confidence that their votes are counted accurately and fairly. Safeguarding the electoral process is crucial for a functioning democracy. Election integrity encompasses a range of measures. These include securing voting machines, preventing voter fraud, and ensuring transparency in the vote counting process. Recent legislative changes have been implemented in some states to address concerns about election integrity. These changes vary by state. They often include measures related to voter identification requirements and absentee voting procedures. The debate over election integrity is often contentious. It is essential to approach this issue with a commitment to facts and a respect for the democratic process. Protecting the right to vote and ensuring the integrity of elections are essential for a healthy democracy. It is a collective responsibility to safeguard the electoral process and ensure that every vote counts. Section 9, 2024 and beyond, shaping the future. The 2024 U.S. presidential election is not an isolated event. It is a pivotal moment in shaping the future of the nation. The decisions made in this election will have long-lasting consequences. The next president will face a range of challenges. These include addressing the COVID-19 pandemic, rebuilding the economy, and confronting climate change. They will also play a crucial role in shaping social policy and navigating America's role in the world. The outcome of the election will determine the direction of the country for years to come. It is a time for thoughtful reflection and informed decision-making. The choices made in 2024 will have a profound impact on the lives of all Americans. It is a time to engage in constructive dialogue, bridge divides, and work towards a more perfect union. Section 10. The importance of informed voting. In a democracy, voters have both a right and a responsibility to be informed. Understanding the candidates, the issues, and the electoral process is essential for making informed decisions. There are numerous resources available to help voters become more informed. These include nonpartisan organizations that provide information about the candidates and their positions on the issues. It is important to be critical of information sources and to seek out accurate and unbiased information. Fact-checking websites and reputable news organizations can help voters separate fact from fiction. Engaging in respectful dialogue with people who hold different viewpoints can also broaden perspectives and foster understanding. It is essential to approach these conversations with an open mind and a willingness to listen. Informed voting is the cornerstone of a healthy democracy. It empowers citizens to make choices that align with their values and shape the future of their nation. Section 11 Conclusion, a call to action. The 2024 U.S. presidential election is a defining moment for the nation. It is a time for citizens to engage in the democratic process, make their voices heard, and shape the future of their country. The stakes are high, the issues are complex, and the choices are consequential. It is more important than ever for voters to be informed, engaged, and committed to the principles of democracy. Every vote matters. Every voice deserves to be heard. The future of the nation rests in the hands of its citizens. Let us rise to the occasion and exercise our right to vote with wisdom and conviction.